In this video, I'll be showing everything in the new Roblox Islands Flowers update. So first, we have new clay block colors, so you can basically build anything that you want to now. So if you go over to the coloring station over here, then you can make a whole bunch of different colors of clay blocks, like blue clay, cyan clay, and then I'm going to use these to make a very nice avocado at some point. But there are a lot of new clay blocks, and then how do you get the new clay blocks? Well, you have to get the new colors of flowers, and how you get those, well, you have to go over to here, and then you have to get the watering thing. Like, I guess maybe the water catcher would be good for this, and then you have to put the water catcher by them, and then you have to water the flowers, so just like put water catchers by the flowers, and then you can also put sprinklers and have the water catchers by them. So like, I'll just put some sprinklers here. But this is how you make the new watering thing. So like, I think you have to use sprinklers because I don't think the water catchers will like instantly put water on them. So just get some sprinklers, just get some water catchers, and then you can do that. So as you see there, it kind of worked, and then all of the old flowers became secret items, I think, because most people I asked don't have these in their inventory and they got deleted. So the blue lily, red lily, and yellow lily, all of the ones have fertile in the name now, so the old ones are probably secret items. Same with the old flower seeds. If you had them in a chest, then most likely they would still be there and they're secret items now. Everyone else had them removed from their inventory, so there are some new secret items this update. Also, all of the witches update items are secret items now, so like all of the pumpkins, all of the pumpkin seeds, all of that stuff, that's all a secret item, or those are all secret items, I mean. There are 4 different types of flowers and a lot of different colors of them. Any flowers you already had on your island would turn into fertile yellow lilies, red lilies, or blue lilies, but all of them are fertile. So if you had any flowers in your inventory, most likely they would be deleted, and the same with flower seeds. For me, all of my flower seeds were deleted, but my flowers weren't, and they became like regular yellow lilies, red lilies, and blue lilies. But the next part of this update is pretty good. So, or actually, one more thing I want to mention. So, like, after you wait a while after they're watered, then a new one will spawn, I'm pretty sure. But then if you go over to the hub area, then the max players is 50, but it's like public, so there will be a lot of other people there. I don't really know what's going on over here, but anyways, this is the new hub of islands. There's a huge castle right here, and a super huge portal, and it looks super nice. And there's also a whole bunch of buildings, and they're super well built, especially this one, and this one I like these buildings the most. And then I'm pretty sure the barn is the same, and some of the houses are kind of the same. But then if you walk around, the map is way bigger, and there are a lot more blocks you can mine here. Also, the lighting seems a little bit different, and the map looks so nice. There are also some secrets, which I'm going to do another video on, but the lighting looks so nice, and the map looks so nice. Like, if we look at everything from up here, just look at this. This is such an amazing view. And then also, if you look around some more, there are a whole bunch of like caves, or not really caves, but like small areas around the map, and just like a whole bunch of nice things. Like, there's one of the entrances right here, but I'm gonna do a video on all of those secret areas and stuff after this. But the new map looks so nice. The mob islands didn't really change, but the location of them kinda did. Like, if you look at the islands that have mobs on them, then the Slime Island is the closest, and then Bufflecore Island's a little further, and then at the left of that, then there's the Wizard Island, and then all the way over here, there's the Desert Island. They included a lot of stuff from the last update we had yesterday here, but they changed it a little bit. So each island now has its own server. This was kind of important for them to do, though, because like originally, whenever that update happened, you couldn't invite anyone, so this was kind of like a fix for that. And they're gonna monitor the build limit and the servers and stuff, and then in a few days they might increase it to 150,000. So right now the build limit is 50,000, but the build limit may be increased to 150,000. If they do that, I'm probably going to make my base like way bigger. And then there's a cross server chat. So if you look at the chat, then you'll most likely notice random people chatting even though no one is in your server. So that's the cross server chat, and the only way to not do that is if you're in a VIP server or a published server, then the chat is only on that server. But I don't know how many people there are in the cross server chat. I'm guessing maybe anywhere from 15 to 50 people that are able to use the crossover chat. I don't know how it's determined who gets to chat though. Like maybe they just choose random people from random servers and then they get to chat. There are also some building changes, so now whenever you go to place doors, if you place the second door by it, then it becomes a double door, and then you can like open it, and it looks so much nicer than before, because before you had to like go behind the other door, and then it would look kinda off. Like you can still do that, but it's just a little off. Now it looks really nice whenever you build the doors like that. And then the next part of this change was they made it so that whenever you place stairs and whenever you place slabs, you can place them halfway up on the block, so that makes stairs go upside down, and that makes the slabs be like on the top part of the block. So let me just show you guys what I mean by that. So let me get stairs, and let me get some slabs. So now, whenever I go to place the stair, I can either place it on the bottom part of the block, or I can place it on the top part upside down. So to place it differently, you either just have to hold it on like the bottom half of the block you're trying to place it on, or the top half of the block. And then same with slabs, either the bottom half or the top half. And this was another thing in the update log, you can press R to rotate stuff. So like if I'm trying to place upside down stairs, I can make it go the other way by doing that. Now that makes it look really nice whenever you're building also. So you can make a really good stair design if you're trying to build something really cool. And then like the next part of the update was the toolbar saves whenever you rejoin, but like it takes a little bit to load, like maybe sometimes even up to 30 seconds to load, but it saves whenever you rejoin most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't save for me, but most of the time it does. And then you can also like toggle the music, so I guess the music in the jukebox saves. I'm not really sure what they mean by music toggle saves, but like I don't know of a way to change what music you're listening to. Just like at night it plays a different song in the background, so it's probably something to do with the jukebox. And after that, all players have join codes for free. So if you don't have pro rank, then you have a 15-player server, and then if you do have the pro rank, then you have the 60-player server. And then after that, they doubled the lifetime and doubled the amount of factory dropped items. So if you have an auto farm that involves conveyors and totems and stuff, the stuff will be on there for 2 times longer before it despawns, and also you'll be able to have 2 times more items on there. So basically 4 times more items on your island at once. Now, all items render properly into your hand. So if you're wondering what that means, it basically means, you know how there's the small version of items, like, well, the avocado doesn't really have a small version. All items now are like the actual item in your hand, except for if it's a really big item, like the door isn't the same size, but the slab is the same size, the stair is the same size, except my hand's kind of glitching through it. But they made it so that whenever you hold items, as long as it isn't a super big item, then the item actually goes into your hand. And if it is a super big item, then it's made a little bit smaller. And the fireplace even has fire. Like, that's pretty interesting. I think there might be a few more items that have effects like this that you'll be able to do cool things with. But like, if you're invisible and you have fire, that would look pretty nice. Also, whenever you do the invisible thing now, where you eat candy and then open a vending machine and then close it, then whenever you're invisible, sometimes, or I think that's the only way to become invisible, there might be some other ways too, but one of the ways, whenever you're invisible, it's invisible for everyone. So if you like held this out, that would be a super cool Easter egg you could do. Now that the witches update is gone, all of the items are secret items, but pumpkins are still able to be farmed. So like if you have pumpkin seeds, and then you harvest a pumpkin, then you can just like plant it again, and then you can farm more pumpkins. So that's pretty nice that you can still farm pumpkins, even though they're a secret item technically. All of those items are going to be worth a lot later, so I recommend to try to trade for them if you can. And if you have them, then don't like waste them, like don't eat the candy, don't use Formula 86. But these are all secret items now. There were a few things that were expected in this update that weren't added, so I'm guessing they're probably going to be added next update, unless if they're one of those leaks that was cancelled. Like the gold boss mob was expected to be added, because that was after the Halloween update, and the Halloween update was expected to only have those mobs, so it made it seem like that would be added after. So the gold boss mob might be cancelled, but it might be added later. And then the T-shaped conveyor was also expected to be added because it was a leak for this update. So they're either having to work on it more, or it wasn't planned to be for this update, so that might be it for next update. But I think that's everything that wasn't added in this update yet, just the gold boss mob and also the T-shaped conveyor. Actually, there is one more thing. So you guys remember how in the leaks there were like 10 different variants of flowers, and then there were all 12 colors. So they added all 12 colors, but they didn't add all of the variants. They only added 4 variants. So either they added the ones that they thought were the best out of all of them, or they're going to add the other ones later. Anyways, that's everything in the new Islands update, so thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this update? I think this update was very good, and they're going to possibly be increasing the block limit to 150,000 in a few days, so that's going to be very good too. But make sure to subscribe with the notifications on for more Islands videos, like the video, join the Discord server and Roblox group, linked in the description for trading and talking about Roblox Islands, and follow my Twitter at Telanthric. I'm trying to hit 2,500 followers there, and 200k subscribers on YouTube. Also, linked in the description is a guide called Roblox Islands Guide, and it has basically everything you need to know about islands on it, so check that out if you need help with anything, because it's probably there. But I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, YouTube!